In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to create a one variable into data table based off of a few assumptions. This is often called sensitivity analysis. So we want to know in this first one variable data table, domestic sales increases per year on the consolidated sheet. What if we change the assumption of the sales percentage increase from, let's say, 3% to 8%? So if we insert 3% and 4% and then fill it down, the increment's 1%. And here we're going to reference the function that we want to output down this column, right? So in a one variable data table, you can get the output of multiple functions based off of those variable results. So we're going to look at the per year consolidated. So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 revenue. So let's make a reference to that. So we'll equal, go to the consolidated sheet, the revenue for year 1. And again, because this sheet has been set up in a way that all of the year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s are all in one row, I can fill this reference across here. Again, checking your values, consolidated F12, that's what I'm expecting to be my year 5 consolidated revenue. Let's mask these functions to show the year so that it's a little bit clearer what the data in this table is actually showing us. So to do this, we go to the General tab here, More Number Formats, Custom, and we'll type year 1 in quotations. Then I'm going to copy this so that I can create it similarly here for year 2, 3, and 4. So again, custom, type, put a space in there for year 2. Okay, we can create our data table. Selecting the range, we go to Data, What If Analysis, Data Table. Now we only have a column input, so that is the domestic change in sales. And here we have our value. So year 1, there was no actual function that was taking into account this increase in sales. So it's giving us the same number. We should see the same value here, 5% along this row. This should be the same as in the consolidated table. All the other data here is going to be different. I'm going to zoom in to do the two variable data table. We're actually going to look at the foreign sales increases and labor costs on the 5th year consolidated, how that will affect the consolidated data. So we're going to use the same variable rates for the increase of sales. However, we're only going to change that for in the foreign sheet itself. And here we're looking at labor costs. We want to know the labor costs, and if they change from 1%, which is what we currently have them, to 5%, let's say, what will be the results? So 1%, 2%, and then fill that series across. This is where we need to put our function. And remember, in a two variable data table, you can only see the values of one function as the cross tabulation of the two variables. So here I'm interested in the 5th year on the consolidated sheet. How will that affect, how will those variables affect the 5th year revenue? And we can again mask this reference, but in this case, let's not bother. Let's just get the data table going, and the row input is now going to be our labor increase in our foreign department, and then the column is going to be the sales increase. And I'm seeing hashes here because the columns need to be a little bit wider, and of course format your data. And there you have your two variable data tables.